We're going to lay out our track on a 4 by 8 foot sheet of 1-inch foam. This will allow us to cut out our lake bed and create other scenery features. But before we move to the actual track layout, let's talk about the different options in track and ballast available to you. Here's standard Snap Track. As you can see, it doesn't have an attached roadbed or ballast. That's made from beveled cork strips. Snap Track has been a traditional choice for model railroaders. Another track option is this nifty Flex Track. As its name implies, Flex Track bends in any direction you need it to go, so you can easily adapt your layout or make changes down the road with little difficulty. So now let's take a look at our choice, Bachmann Easy Track. As you can see, the ballast is already attached to the track itself, making for quick, easy installation. Atlas and Kato also offer similar types of track with attached roadbed. Here's a list of the track laying supplies you'll need from Bachmann. There's another advantage to using Easy Track. Its rails are made of nickel silver. The best choice because the rails won't oxidize, which can affect how electricity is conducted around the track. Now the fun begins. Lay out the pieces of track based on the track plan. Pick a spot and start assembling the track. With Easy Track, the plastic roadbed will snap together easily, but be careful that the rail joiners make a solid connection. Once the layout is complete, adjust it to its final position on the foam. Have you noticed that the layout of the Madison Central is kidney-shaped? The main line is angled that way to break up the feeling of following the table edges. Little touches like this add realism to the layout. Random shaped corners can then be filled in with wooded hills, a farm, or rural house. If you're pleased with how your layout looks, mark the edges of your track. This will be your reference later, after we remove the track for gluing. Now that we know where our track is going to be, it's time to draw Lake Mendota onto the foam so we can cut out the lake bed. With everything marked on the foam, we'll take apart the track in larger chunks for easy reassembly when we glue it down. Time to cut some foam. Dick is using a large knife to cut out the shape of our lake. Follow the outline and angle the knife so you create a sloping shoreline to the water. When you're happy with the shape of the lake, reposition the foam and mark the shoreline on the tabletop. Now we can glue the foam to the table. We like to use liquid nails for projects, but you can use any foam-friendly adhesive. Okay, glue away, making sure you glue around the lake bed. Carefully place your 4 by 8 sheet of foam onto the plywood tabletop. Slide the foam back and forth to spread the glue a little bit. Here, Dick will remove the foam for a few minutes according to the directions for the glue. When putting the foam in its final position, make sure the corners all match up. Details can make all the difference, so take your time. Once the glue is dry and the foam isn't going anywhere, we can start gluing down the track. Using the adhesive, lay a bead of glue along the plastic ridges on the underside of the track. On our Bachmann track, these are where the pieces connect. Follow the marks on the foam and move on to the next section, snapping them securely together. In no time, the Madison Central is in place.